Hello everyone, this is Serious Trivia. Welcome back to another episode of our鬼谷八荒 Let's Play as we continue with our Tale of the Phoenix here. And right off the bat, you see things are a little bit different. We have a different mount. Now this is the spiritual mount we got from the quest line by picking the animal bones at the end of the Soul Banner, or the Ghost Banner quest line that we did. It's pretty nice looking and it's pretty good in terms of stats. 700 foot speed and 200 charisma, or basically looks, added to us. We also have the ring that we got from the quest line of the Venture Boy with this blood mark. It gives more storage capacity, and the sealing power is not relevant to the game right now because we're still in early access, and sealing different creatures as pets it's not in the game yet. So the sealing power, it's just a number right now. But if it does become available, 400 is quite high as well. And that's really not the only change that happened to us in between episodes. If we come here into our sect, you will notice that we are currently one of the Grand Elders to the sect. We're the third one right now. I've been tearing up in between episodes, and we are now Grand Elder, which means we have access to all the manuals from the building here. And I have bought the alt. I've bought all three passive and actually learned all three passive and the alt, and they're all equipped right now. Doesn't mean we're super strong, because a lot of the power of these abilities come from the mastery. And aside from the basic attack, which I have spent some time grinding, that's close to being full mastery, and I even re-rolled a few things to get red on some of these. But the other ones you see, the special attack is missing 4 tiers. Our movement fox is missing so many tiers. I really want this one so that they can leave a flame on the ground, because the number of flame on the ground and getting kills from that is how we can activate our alt. So I can't even use my alt right now because I don't have any ability that can spawn flames on the ground, and we have to get kills from that, so it's pretty difficult right now. But we also have 6 different passive, including 3 from what we got from our sect, and even a few more. Another Jindan one that we got from killing the creature that guards this area, that gives us Jindan books once every 2 years. So pretty strong set of abilities. They just need a lot of mastery, which is going to take more grinding time. We'll eventually get there. There's no need to level up anymore because right now we can't become the sect leader. That's also something that will be developed throughout the early access period, and they'll probably do more storylines with sects in general, just have competition between sect and growing your own sect and so forth. But what we're gonna do right now is gonna fly to the main town so that we can participate in the biannual auction house. And we actually have a lot of stuff on sale that's our stuff, but that's fine. I'm just interested in, see, a lot of this, if it has this character on top, that means it's my stuff. I'm trying to sell it for money. I'm just looking for red tier, fire related. Oh, this one is fire related, and it's a mana giving one. So it doesn't have, so I don't have a mana giving one, so I can actually just add this on. And the reason why it's fire related is because the second to last mastery says anytime someone dies in the flame on the ground, we get 5 points of mana back. Alright, so this would be something we'll take a look at. Not really fire related. And these are all my stuff. So that's the only book that I'm interested in. And we don't have a lot of cash. So let's jump through these. Go, 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 go. And our money's going up because we've been selling some stuff, which is good. I'm just going to go right up and go 40k. It's probably still not enough. I think 50k will probably take it, but maybe 40k would just shock and awe. Nope. And let's go. That should do it. Come on. So it's over 50 now. Too lazy to type a different number. Oh my god. This competition. I mean, it's not that good. But are things even going for this high, or is it just this one? Yep, just the one that we're interested in. It's all different people too. We're the only one who bid 4 times for this item. Alright, we got it for 60. Our items are not selling that well. Got some back. Oh, that one sold really well. Look at that go. Okay, so we have recovered financially back to 239k actually. Plenty of money. And we can actually participate in this tournament now. It's gonna start, I think, in July, and it happens every 2 years. The reward for this is cultivation point or Dow point fruits. Doesn't hurt, only costs 1,000 to participate, and we get a chance to test our abilities then. 6 months, I won't be grinding too hard for it, so we might not do super well, but that's fine. Are there any quest lines from the winery? I don't think so. With the bar, the inn. Now this is the bar, this is the inn. What we're gonna do is that we actually have a few new quest lines that we picked up after entering the Golden Pill tier. And those quest lines are, oh, the new book. I should store this. I'll learn it in between episodes. This is one quest line that we have left over. We got the book with 3 locations of treasures, including a treasure in the former province in the northern corner of the map in the previous province. So we can go there. This will have the Si's treasure. And then I also got this book, which is a book from the first village we've been to, where they were trapped in the mountain, called E13. There's a little girl who wrote a letter for us, and it's Asi, and it was delivered to us once we tiered up. So we can read it to get the quest for this. And we obviously have the prior quest of finding the human-faced bird, get a feather for that, for the arrows. And then we also need to get a branch from the tree in the EC for the arrow shaft to craft an arrow for Hou Yi to shoot down those 3-legged ravens from the first zone. So there's plenty of quests to do, and we'll do those right now, starting with this one. We're gonna see what the little girl says. And what happened is that Yu Gong, the elder who wants to move mountains, has recently passed away. The villagers are sad, and as they are taking care of his funeral stuff, his belongings for inheritance, we find out that he left you a letter, or left us a letter. And in the letter it says, we must invite you, or basically for them to invite me, to go to their funeral, to thank me for helping them leave the village to open up that portal. So that's why I'm invited, basically, to a funeral. And we can go back to the village to do the funeral. So those are 2 things we'll do. I have plenty of teleportation scrolls to get back. I think all I really need to do right here is to store this safely. We also bought this. This is something we can use around our sect. And we use 20% of our mana and 10 days to summon something called a 星彩玉兽. It's a kind of rainbow colored jade creature. And the purpose of summoning him is he will drop resources after we kill it that can be used to trade for clothing. These resources are dropped from that creature. You can purchase those items in shops in the main city, and then you can trade for clothing or outfit changes. It's part of the early development. I bought it, but I don't think I'm going to be doing it. Changing clothes is not something I'm super interested in. This clothing set was picked on purpose because it gave us 仙子, or basically deity look, just basically super hot. And we would like to keep it that way. All right, let's go back. Yucun's all the way here. The question is, how do I can't teleport directly to that. That's the closest place I can teleport. But I'm also interested in going to the northern part of this province because we know Li Si left a treasure there. So I'm going to start here, I think. And we'll start by looking for Li Si's treasure. I think if I just scan here, we'll find out. But first, let's skip through the month. I doubt anyone will approach us here. It's just like no one comes here. Yep, no one bothered us. And we're going to use feng shui to take a peek. Found one strange sight. And that's Li Si. And since we arrived, he's going to give us something. 通壁葫芦. It's a gourd. It's a ride. So you hop on the gourd and the gourd flies. 300 movement speed, 250 in terms of looks. I think we'll just use it as a collector item. It's slower, way slower than our beast, and the slower it is, the more time we spend walking around on the map, and the more day that passes by per tile, so we don't want that. I don't think we need to purchase anything in this zone. I think everything has been learned. So all we have to do is pretty much store this ride that we're never going to use, and then teleport down here to try to get back to Yucun. Oh, do I need to have a ride that can fly? No, I'm not doing that. Or can I just use this? There we go. Oh no, Yucun's here. My bad. That's the first town, but this is Yucun. Alright, so she should be the girl who wrote us the letter named Ah Jiao. Asi. She's saying, Grandpa, the person you're waiting for, will they come? Will he also, well, he doesn't know I'm a female, but anyways, will he also tell me stories about monsters? We're like, I'm a girl. So, who are you? I've never seen you before. Are you a cultivator from the outside? Do you know my name? And then, you know, the smart guy is like, don't kid yourself. This guy is the one who helped open the door. Oh, it's you, but you look the same as us. And then he's like, stop embarrassing us. And he says basically, Grandpa said he's not dying. He's going to another world. He'll be as happy as he was when he was here. And we can say things like, you know, the end of one's life is, you know, a happy start to something, or it's a happy thing. Or we can say that his will is something that our generation should follow. And or we can say that I didn't know that old man had such a compassionate side because he was so driven in a sense. We can just go along and said that, you know, death is only a happy beginning here. And it says when he passed away, he had a smiling face and told me not to cry. And then she's struggling a little bit. And then he says, you know, the old man dies with no regret. And then she's crying. Grandpa also told me in secret to give you this. I have never told anyone else. It's a black metal piece. And he says, isn't this your family inheritance, the inherited treasure? The old man must be crazy giving it away to other people. So we pick up the item, we take a look. It looks like a metal ruler. But just as we, think about this, the stick or the ruler start to glow, flies, turns around a couple circles, and then points. He's like, oh, it glows, it's flying away. So the mysterious metal ruler. So we can use it to point us to something. Now, do we have that questline selected? Because if we do, yes we do, then we can just follow this line. And this is where the ruler is pointing. How is it another month already? We didn't walk that far. Oh, got a cave. Alright, cold, eerie wind blows and doesn't look like a good place, but let's take a look. The other option is to wait. Inside, it's damp and cold and feels very cold. And it's dark, so you're holding on to the side of the cave as you walk inside. Seems like an endless tunnel. Then you see the stick glows, stops, and start, shining on the wall. And you see markings done by man. And you say, who? And just now you hear this sound and you see these eyes staring at you. Monsters. So she followed us here. Or maybe we took her here. But these should be simple monsters. Difficulty level of this quest, when I looked at the quest log, was 1 star. So, oh, this is our new moveset. This is our new basic. It doesn't look like much, but it's actually pretty good against bosses because you can walk up close to them and all 7 beams can hit them at the same time, each for massive damage. So the sum damage on this is actually pretty good. The piercing is pretty bad, but still pretty decent. Cooldown's like 1 full second. So for basic attack, it actually has a super long cooldown. That's probably its only weakness, to be honest. Lucky her, she's like, I'm lucky she didn't die. I know what you want to say. But my grandpa said, this treasure, it's not a free gift. I had to come to take a look at it. So basically, their family probably doesn't know how to use it, so give it to me to use it, and then they can come take a look at it. Seems like there are drawings on the wall, but it's so long ago, there are dust on it. Normally, I see Uncle... Oh, 智爷爷. So the other guy's father, not her uncle. Her uncle is not 智 as the surname, would use spring water to wash the walls. So she brought some, and we get to wash it, and there's a drawing that shows up. And the drawing talks about a boy and a girl, 2 little kids. The first one, they're playing in the mountain and the woods. Second one, they meet this goat-looking beast. The boy's hiding behind the tree, and the girl is peeking at the boy. Then in the next scene, the boy is running, but the girl is sitting on top of the goat chasing after the boy. After that, the goats sit quietly on the grass, the girl is holding the boy's hand, and the other hand's touching the head of the goat. The boy is still very afraid, and he has his leg kind of curved, ready to run away. And then there is some other stuff that the spring water can't wash away. And this other stuff seems to have a bad spirit energy coming from it. And she says, well, if it's monster spirit, then I have an idea. I seen the same grandpa use beast blood to get rid of the evil, using poison against poison. So we can go find some beast blood. So we gotta find some monsters and beat them. Alright, I can show the boss fight here. So we'll walk up and then just spam the basic on top of him. And all of them would hit him here. And this is our special. And the key is we pop whatever amount of stacks they have and leave the burn on the ground. That's the only way we can do our active right now, with our ult. If I had the fox one, it'd be so much faster. We only get the beast blood. Is really all we need here. Let's go back. Use the beast blood on the wall. Yes. And we see a drawing. Drawing comes out again. This time both kids are now 15 or 16 years old. It seems like the girl has an injury and her legs can't move, so she's resting on a rock. This time a tiger comes out. The boy did not move. Oh yeah, the boy is not moving. And the girl is standing behind him looking at the boy and the beast. The tiger grows taller, big mouth, paws out, going towards both kids. The boy has changed. He sees that he is spreading his arms out, protecting the girl behind, ready to die, and the girl's still looking at him. The last scene, the tiger is sitting by the girl, pushing the head into the girl, friendly, cat-like. And the girl is petting the tiger. And the boy is still frozen in place in the same move. And there's more. And it seems like at the opening of the cave, the light was blocked. Seems like other monsters had followed the blood here. So we have to fight the monsters that are blocking the light at the door. They definitely added a lot of action to this story quest, but... So we see she has 4 stacks. I can explode them, leave a fire on the ground. But we need to leave... Oh, we can ult now. Let's ult. This is the first time I ulted. I have not seen the ult. But yeah, we basically have the Phoenix run across, leaving these burn on the ground, which deal damage. That's our ult. I don't think it's as good as Fire Core, but It's a new one. It's our sect's secret manual, so might as well use it because we're part of the sect. Okay, then we see a big water scene, and the girl is pulling the boy from under the water, and then it stops. It's flood water. What do you know? I heard from Grandpa that many years ago there was a big flood in this land. The flood covered everything. Lots of villages were sunken, but and it lasted for many years. Look, something's flying. The ruler flew up and tapped twice on the wall and then flew out. I guess I have to use this. Alright, there's something here. Ooh. We might have traveled back in time. They hurt something. This could be a monster or a person. And they said that we're the same kind and want me to travel with you guys, but I don't want to travel with you evil people. This elder says, we came in the mountain to hunt and the injury is our fault. But the fortune says, from the southwest, there will be a great man or holy man who will come help take care of the flood. Oh, this is Da Yu Zhishui's storyline. It's a Chinese folklore of Da Yu, which helped tame the waters of the Yellow River. Basically bring peace to the world. If you don't let us do it, then what do we do? He says, what does flood have to do with me? I was raised here. I'm not human. You guys could leave. Leave me alone. If you hurt my friends again, I'm gonna fight you to death. What? The mountain guardian that we fought early on, she's the girl. It's like, oh, you've grown up so big, but you still have the tantrum of a little kid. Finding the source of all living beings. It seems your people needs you. I don't care. I just want to be next to you. Protect you. It's like, I also want that. So it seems like it's a love story between actually a human and not human, but he doesn't consider himself human. But she says, now with the flood everywhere, no living being in this land can live safely. I am just a monster. I'm hoping one day I can cultivate and go down and solve the water crisis. Protects this area and everyone who lives here. He says, this... So, speaking of this, if I help you take care of this area's flood, I don't know if I can succeed or not, but at least I can say I have no regret for you. Wait until the water is taken care of, and I'll come back to meet you. Bye. Take care. If you don't want to continue, just come back anytime. And she says, silly kid. It's like she doesn't actually want to chase him away, but she knows he has to go. And that was a dream for us. And apparently we were sleeping. And it seems like we reached for a piece of bamboo and then fell down and passed out. Seems like this piece of bamboo was sealed. And we need something of similar attribute to unlock the seal. In this area, there's a lot of bamboo creatures. Most of them are weak, unable to break the seal. We need to find a powerful bamboo creature. Can I step on this? This seems like... Oh, is that just that storyline? Okay. So this might be where the powerful bamboo creature... Ooh, that's new. I never... Jian Zhu Yao, the sword bamboo monster, has a snake head on top of the shoulder. I just want to see his moveset. I don't want to kill him too fast. Let's leave some burn on the ground. Ooh, springs up from below and actually blocks attacks. Oh, too bad. You're still gonna die. We got the heart of the bamboo. And and we can apply it back to that piece of bamboo. Unlock the seal. It says 阿语, yeah, it's 大禹治水. So 大禹 is one of these ancient mythical Chinese leaders from 5,000 years ago, actually. No kidding. And early tribal people around the Yellow River. And these stories are obviously left, on very, very ancient texts, what we call 甲骨文. So these are texts that appeared as writing on the back of turtle shells. That's how they got preserved. And it depicts a period of much more mythical colors. It's like trying to depict cave paintings in a sense. And 大禹 is often recognized as someone who took care of the water flooding situation in the Yellow River kind of valley so that people can live there. And he was kind of placed as a leader figure after doing this task. And his main method of doing it is by adding more irrigation. So instead of trying to build levees and dams, he lessened the flow of the river by spreading the river to more off branches to kind of make sure the flooding is not so severe in times of heavy rain and so forth. And his also another great accomplishment that 大禹 has is that he's supposedly the one who divided the land into the original 9 provinces. So the province names that you have during Three Kingdoms, like Yongzhou, Yuzhou, Jizhou, these province names, Binzhou, they all came from him. Because after he traveled through the land and tamed the water, he named different provinces using geographic markers to divide them into provinces, and he divided them into 9 provinces. And that's why 9 provinces sometimes referred to for China during that period. Obviously, it would expand. By the time of Three Kingdoms, it would be up to 13 provinces, but the original 9 was always there and still there today in essence. A lot of places have name references for things like that. Anyhow, it says 阿宇 sounds like a boy's name. Someone from our village. And we kind of, connect a dot. The girl, not this girl, but the girl in our memory must be Wu Luo when she was younger. And as the metal ruler touches the bamboo, another scene comes into our head. 阿宇, don't run away. If you keep running, I'm gonna get angry. And this is Wu Luo when she's young, and this is 阿宇. No, I can't. If I don't run, they'll eat us. Who said that? These animals are so cute. They're not gonna hurt you. I don't believe you. My life is more precious. I gotta go first. Slow down. Wait for me. Don't fall. 阿宇, what are you doing? Get out of the way. No, I can't leave you. That's not what I mean. Get out of the way. This is the tiger scene. A man should be blocking in front of a woman. So this is him protecting the tiger, but the tiger is her friend because she's not really human. So all the creatures are her friends. I will protect you. I'm still young. I don't want to die. And she's like, the tiger's here to play with me. What are you doing here? And then we pass out again. And she's like, are cultivators all this weak? And we're like, it's like, are you trying to find this? And she hands us this metal ruler. It's no longer moving. So we have 2 things we can do with it. One, let her keep it because this is her family treasure. Or we say that Yugong has given it to us as inheritance, so we should keep it. I'm gonna keep it. As we touch it, it bounces off of our hand and goes back into her hand. Okay. So it seems like, she says, seems like it likes me more. I'm gonna hold on to it for you. Don't worry, you can have this bamboo as a souvenir. Alright, goodbye. And fate has it, we can meet again. Oh. Oh wow, this is a powerful item. Okay, so what this can do is it can re-roll your attribute gained after tearing up in the first 2 tier up phases. So these two, not the first two, the second and the third. And what the trait is this trait, right? When we enter this tier, we got a trait. This is our mana recovery, 10% for 60% mana back. And then the second one we got is a fireball that came out that does damage, 15% chance on any attack. I like both of these, but in case you got a bad one, that item can help you re-roll this to have a chance at something else. That is pretty neat. I mean, we just ended up having a pretty decent roll on both of those, so I mean, I don't know what other choices they are, but I'm pretty content with them. It's one use only. Alright, we're going back. That's enough for this quest line. We're gonna go back to the main town first. I would like to store this. It's a nice little souvenir piece just to add into our collection. And the letter can also go back as well. Yeah, that's fairly decent. We'll still wait on that. I don't think there's any quest items now that I have. I think we have done them all. Oh. No, that's not it. That's the gift item from one. And these are a lot of crafting items. So yeah, there's no major quest from items or side quests, but we still have the quest of finding the Bird King. That's the one we want to do now. Apparently we're 81 tiles away. It might be in the other province. It's okay, we can teleport back. It's right here. Where's the closest teleportation point for that? We'll find something. Seems like it's here. Yeah, that's the gardens right here. I guess we have to go here. Next to the big bird that we're going to hunt down soon. And we're going to travel this way to fight a boss that we should be able to handle without a problem right here. If only the time will allow us. Oh, he's back. We'll hunt him down. He's no longer going to provide us books of value because he's going to be one tier behind, but we can still sell the stuff that he drops. It should just be the... Oh, it's a dungeon. I thought it would just be the boss. The big bird boss. But yeah, we're basically one province ahead and 2 tiers ahead of the difficulty, so I expect a pretty chill run here. Alright, time to face the boss. He does have a slightly different coloration than the standard bird boss. Oh, look at that, 2-hit. Yeah, we came for the feather. It's used to make arrows. And now when you go to the EC to find the branch. And this is going to be right over here, I believe, if I remember correctly. I can take a quick peek. Maybe not. It looks very, 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 very straight. Yeah, but it's right there. So that's actually going to be a pretty easy fast travel. Oh, I cannot go there. I don't know the sec well? I guess so. Ooh, can't resist this. It's a formation, try to break it. We broke it, and then we have a choice. Get some item. There's no choice here. The breaking it is the choice. It's a pretty bad book. We can sell it later. Let's go get the branch. The branch is going to be a multiple. We're getting a fortune told. Looks like a good one. And let's tip him 1,000. Quite cheap. And this is a random event. We're getting rained, which increases, it heals us. It's the lucky event, which is why we tipped him. The fortune teller will tell you your next event. And this is the tree. And sadly, we're going to end our episode here because the tree will trigger a bunch of different events leading to the completion of the first main quest line. There's really nice animations, and I'm going to save that all for next episode because this one's running a little long. So that's actually going to be tomorrow, I believe, and we'll be right back. So see you guys then. Bye.